Reading Pioneers is proud to present selected poems from Tales of Whimsy, Verses of Woe. Poems by Tim DeRoche, drawings by Daniel González. Mary Melissa Miranda McGurk. Mary Melissa Miranda McGurk was uncommonly fond of homework. Nothing whatever could bring her more glee than mapping out battles from French history. After each spelling test, she'd ask, "When's the next?" before jumping into some dusty old text. And the easiest way to incur Mary's wrath? Just switch on TV while she worked at her math. Soon Mary noticed that to study and figure only made her head grow thicker and bigger. This pleased our young scholar immensely and spurred her to labor even more intensely. At first, the enlargement was steady and slow, and everyone cheered as they watched her head grow. But then she set out to read War and Peace, which caused the rate of expansion to increase. Pretty soon, Mary's head was a bit too wide to fit through the doorway to get inside. Her misshapen head was darn near full of arcane information, quite unusable. Asian capitals and historical dates, the official flowers of all 50 states, the locations of stars, the names of popes, and the chemical makeup of dishwashing soaps. Alas! Our Mary then felt a pain in her mind and a crack in her skull the doctor did find. 2 hours later, oh, her fate was the worst. Mary picked up a book and her head simply burst. All over the walls were pieces of brain, and blood fell from above like a midsummer rain. So next time your mom says, "Please do your homework," remind her what happened to poor Mary McGurk. The King of the Land. The King of the Land had a band. They practiced their punk, but they stunk. "That noise is too loud!" cried the crowd, and so they did fling the crown of that king. Carrot Talk. Mr. Banana, a sensitive fellow, took offense when the carrot called him yellow. Mr. Spinach thought the carrot mean when the carrot called him young and green. But Miss Pepper was insulted not when the carrot remarked, "Oh my, you're hot." Miles and leagues. Miles and leagues and more miles did I run, each day trying vainly to outrace the sun. Flying west through the day, that star never ceased to disappear nightly, then rise in the east. "Oh, why do you flee me?" I cried to the sky, but that arrogant orb made not a reply. "Perhaps I can help," came a voice from behind. "Hear me, my friend, I was once of your kind." In pursuit of the moon, many years did I waste. Month after month, I kept up the chase, and month after tedious month did I cry, as the crescent grew thin, then vacated the sky. Until, that is, I gave up my pursuit, in lieu of a venture that yields more fruit. Wanting a job that would generate coin, I opened a hardware store out in Des Moines. Considering the man's kindly advice and my own lifelong aversion to mice, I enrolled in classes to become an exterminator, then opened a small shop just north of Decatur. Sleep through the night. Sleep through the night without fright! I yelled heartily, out of glee, to the townspeople, all in the hall. The monster of dread is now dead, and Sir Lancelot slew the goblin of rue. So raise up your voice and rejoice! The reign of no fun is now done. The Boy on the Hill. The boy on the hill grew a gill. Why, that is absurd, said the bird. Of use might it be in the sea, but you haven't a prayer in the air. So the boy with the gill left his hill, ran down to the bay, and swam away. The Story of Salmon Delicious. There was never a fish so ambitious as the one they called Salmon Delicious. If I must be eaten, he told a friend, in the mouth of the king will I meet my end. So Salmon swam all around on the look for a royal worm on a golden hook. Oh, many a year did he search for that bait, until an elder turtle set him straight. Go to the beach 20 miles to the east. There does the king cast for his feast. But be forewarned, you aspiring young fish. As they say, you just might get what you wish. Ignoring the Chelonian warning, Salmon swam east that very morning. And when he arrived to bite on that line, he read with a tear the words on the sign. A coup has overturned the monarchy. The serfs have set up a democracy. The dead king, they are a burying, and the new president is a raving vegetarian. Salmon hung his head at the thought of his fate. Never would he sit on the royal plate. Never would he bathe in the richest of sauces as the main course for the boss of all bosses. But his sadness quickly turned to laughter. I'll not forget this lesson from hereafter. I'll be a fish of the people and not a traitor when I'm devoured by a legislator. Thank you, Pioneers, for reading with us today to a few poems from the book Tales of Whimsy, Verses of Woe by Tim DeRoche. I hope you enjoyed this video. What was your favorite poem? As a teacher, I liked Mary Melissa Miranda McGurk because I see so many parents who think that education is the only thing that matters for a child. This book has dozens of entertaining poems like the ones I read, so I highly recommend you visit Tim's website, timderoche.com, to learn more about Tales of Whimsy and his other collection of stories and poems. If you have a book you'd like to be read on this channel, please send me an email, contact@readingpioneers.com, so we can turn it into the next video. Also, it would help this channel if you like the video, share the story with friends and family, and subscribe to stay tuned for the next read aloud coming soon. Unfortunately, this is the end of the video. While waiting for the next upload, you can visit bookshop.org to get a copy of Tales of Whimsy, Verses of Woe for yourself or a loved one. Check out the description box below for links to the author and illustrator's website to help support their incredible work. This is going to be it for now, so thanks again, readers, for joining us today, and until next time, I hope you all have an amazing day. Bye-bye!